endocrine system is made up of the network of glands that secrete hormones which regulate many bodily functions, including growth and metabolism.
These glands are ductless, meaning they do not send hormones directly into the bloodstream, but rather the hormones are secreted into it.
These glands include the thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, pancreas, pineal, pituitary, both male and female gonads, and our main focus today, the thymus gland.
The hormones that glands secrete help to regulate bodily functions for everyday life. They play a role in all of the following: growth and development, homeostasis, metabolism, reproduction, which we forgot to draw, and response to stimuli, dealing with stress and/or injury.
Each type of hormone is produced, stored, and secreted by a specific gland. The hormones are then used to evoke specific responses within the body.
Now moving on to our focus gland today, the thymus.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the thymus. The thymus is located behind the heart, which is in between the lungs and behind the sternum.
A fun fact about this gland is that after puberty, if it hasn't already been surgically removed, the thymus starts to slowly shrink and gets replaced by fat.
It shrinks to almost to the point where by the time you reach the age of 80, the thymus is almost non-existent. The reason behind this is because the gland's use is no longer needed after puberty.
So while it won't function throughout a full lifetime, the thymus is an extremely important element of the lymphatic system during the time that it is active.
It carries a huge responsibility of helping the body protect itself against autoimmunity, which is when the immune system turns against itself.
Thymosin is the hormone of the thymus. It stimulates the development of disease-fighting T cells. Don't worry, the thymus produces all of your body's T cells by the time you reach puberty. What are T cells?
T cells are like teachers of how to fight diseases. They have threat recognition that comes from aging and being exposed to more diseases over time.
When it recognizes a disease, it knows how to defend the body against the pathogen. If it does not recognize an intruder, it will store that new information in its memory for the next time that the body encounters it.
There are 3 types of T cells: helper T cells, regulatory T cells, and cytotoxic T cells.
Helper T cells recognize the presence of a foreign antigen and stimulate the production of antibodies and cytokines, which are small proteins that are released by cells as a form of signaling and affecting the behavior of other cells. Antibodies and cytokines activate other T cells.
Regulatory T cells function oppositely. They turn off the immune response.
Cytotoxic T cells, also known as killer T cells, directly attack and destroy cells that contain antigenic material.
These are important ways in which the thymus helps your body function healthily.
Yay! Woohoo!